Welcome to Twisted Metal.
Welcome back to Keen Plays. Today's gonna be a little bit different of a video. I've just been really getting into Twisted Metal recently. So I want to talk to you guys a bit, give my thoughts on a possible new video game, as well as talk about the television series. Also, I would love to hear your guys' thoughts on this topic, so be sure to leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. So yeah, like I said, I have been really getting into Twisted Metal. I've been playing Twisted Metal 3, which is the game that I grew up with. It's probably one of my favorite, even though I know that there's a lot of hate for it for some reason, which I never really knew that until watching some videos on YouTube from Drew Desidue and Tactical Bacon Productions. Both those channels make some great Twisted Metal content, so definitely check them out. But yeah, Twisted Metal 3, game that I grew up with, and then I've played a few other Twisted Metal games, and then the television series, personally, I really like it. I know it's been a while since it came out, but I recently watched it for the second time, and yeah, I really like it, and luckily most people like it as well. It currently has a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 94% audience score. It has been renewed for a second season, which is awesome, because that means that there will probably at some point be a new Twisted Metal game. There has been some rumors out there of it coming. One of the developers, this Fire Sprite in the UK, was working on it, and then and then recently I guess they all got laid off, and so now rumors are is that there is no game in development. But I just think with another season of the TV show coming, it's just eventually going to happen. I guess just a little more later than expected now. But anyways, back to the TV show, because I want to give my thoughts on it. I did really like it, maybe because of how much I like the video games. There is some issues, but let's start off with the positives. First off, the characters. I really liked how many of the characters they were able to cram into this show. A lot of them were just little snippets, but the main characters that they have are all pretty sweet. I think Sweet Tooth was by far the best representation of his video game character. He was voiced by Will Arnett and acted out by Samoa Joe. I was originally worried about how it would, kind of translate, but I think it ended up doing really well. There were a couple cases of some overacting.
Well, aren't we a tall glass of water? Me? I'm more of a Hawaiian punch. I'm guessing you don't fight much outside of your car now, do you?
Look, clown, I don't need four wheels to kick your ass.
But nothing too outrageous that you couldn't look past it, or just, kind of chalk it up to that being who Sweet Tooth is. That's just his character, is kind of a bit of a overactor. I personally just love Will Arnett. I just find him hilarious. And yeah, I think he does just an awesome job as the voice. I think he knocked it out of the park. And then there was also Agent Stone, who's the main bad guy of the first season. And while he doesn't, really represent his character in the video game all that much, I think that it works. His backstory that they gave him is perfect for his character. He's he's just trying to compensate and just trying to be a big tough guy. But and he's also played by another actor that I really like, and I think he is perfect for the role. those are two of the main characters that I really enjoyed. You know, there was lots of other moments that were great, where they showed some other characters, like the preacher. You know, I really like that actor as well, and that was a fun episode. And then the episode where they are like in the bar and they just keep doing these like cameos of characters, and they're only there for like that episode, but you know, you see some of these wackier characters, and yeah, I think it was just really good. And then for like the main character who you follow around for, you know, the whole season, John Doe, I kind of just thought that he was okay. You know, nothing to actually complain about, but nothing that, you know, really sticks out all that much. Actually, I do really enjoy his relationship with his car.
Oh, thank God. I'm here, Evelyn, baby. Let's get the hell out of here.
I admire your thirst, but if anybody's gonna fuck this car, it's gonna be me.
I think that's I don't know. I can relate to it, I guess. Also, sick car, but yeah. And then the other main character, and this one I just kind of had a hard time getting used to, was Quiet, or, you know, better known as Rosa Diaz from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. And that's pretty much what throws it off for me. It kind of seems like this opinion is controversial. There's lots of reviews that really like the character. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think, but for me, I think she resembles Rosa Diaz way too much. They're basically the same character. You know, hard on the outside, doesn't talk much or at all, has kind of the same humor, and yeah, I don't know. I didn't really like her character on Brooklyn Nine-Nine either. Nothing against the actress or anything, but I think it's just how the character is written, you know? I don't know. Like, it's just, I just don't, kind of throws me off a bit. There's lots of other characters. They got, you know, Mike and Stu, and they're kind of bigger characters. They're pretty fun to watch too. They, you know, they don't really go into their like backstory all that much at all. But I don't really want to go into too much more detail. There's tons of videos out there of people breaking down each character, and then like every character that makes an appearance from the video games. But yeah, those are just the main characters that I wanted to touch on. I'm really excited that there is going to be a second season. I think you know, there's lots to go off of. The whole first season was kind of just like a build up to what you expect from Twisted Metal, which is the tournament and tons of car fights and stuff. In the first season, there was really only like the last episode basically where there was, you know, big car fight scene, and yeah, so I think the second season will definitely have a lot more to do with that. They kind of foreshadowed, or you know, basically said that there is a tournament coming, and then, you know, it shows Calypso setting up who's in the tournament, and you get a little sneak peek of like Axel, which is one of my favorite characters ever. That's basically who I play like all the time. and then I think there's like Mr. Grimm as well that they kind of show a little sneak peek of. And yeah, so I'm very excited for a second season to be coming. I think they announced like gonna be in 2025 some point. So yeah, excited for that. And yeah, like I said, I think a new game is just eventually going to happen. So that kind of brings me to the second part of this video, where I kind of want to just talk about what I would want from a new Twisted Metal video game, kind of like a wish list. I think first off, I don't want a video game based on the TV show. I want a classic Twisted Metal, huge multiplayer, killing everyone, make it to the end, and Calypso does some weird shit for your Wish. Watching some of these videos from Drew Desidue and Tactical Bacon Productions, I just don't think that there's really any way to like tie all of these games together. Like, I think, you know, a few of them can link up, but in like a new game, I don't think that it's worth trying to like make them all make sense. You know, I think you can just basically, you know, rewrite everything, or like do an origin story or something like that. Just keep it simple. You know, most people who are going to be playing the game already know what's going on. So I think instead they should focus on the characters. I think they should just bring back everyone. Any character that's been a part of the game before should be a playable character. You know, they could be unlockable, but yeah, I think that like every character that's been there should come back. Why not? You know, there can be new characters, but I think, you know, this game would be kind of a revival. It's been like 12 years since the last game came out, so I think it should just focus on returning to form, you know? So lots of characters and vehicles, and each has, you know, its own special ending. You have a story mode, and you know, you just go through and then you make it to Calypso and he grants your wish. And I think it should kind of have the same vibe as well as those classic games, you know, dark and campy humor, and I think each character should just have its own vehicle, unlike Twisted Metal 2012 or whatever, where you can you choose a character and then you can choose a vehicle. I think it's funner when like one character has their vehicle, that's their vehicle, and a story. And I think, you know, having so many characters would lend itself perfectly to online matches, where you could have a bunch of different modes, kind of like Call of Duty. You know, you have free for all, team deathmatch, capture the flag, all that type of stuff. And to go along with that, there should be tons of different levels, you know? Bring back a bunch of the old ones as well, a bunch of new ones. I think that would be fantastic. Honestly, I don't know if I'd need much more than that. I don't think I'd need like a huge, big, cohesive story that links every character together. I don't think, you know, I'd really want like an open world concept, or, you know, even like getting out of your vehicle. You know, I just want like a classic Twisted Metal revival. You know, I think just focus on what Twisted Metal is. Yeah, just make something that you can slam dunk. Don't try and go too far out of the box and mess up a good thing, you know? If you want to do that in the next game, go ahead, but for like the first game in over a decade, like, I think we just gotta focus up, make it a banger. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it doesn't really matter what I think or what I want. I'd be happy with any type of new Twisted Metal game. It just deserves it, man. It's such a good series. The TV show's doing excellent right now. It's gotta happen. That's gonna be the end of my video. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are. Have you watched the season? Did you guys like it? What are you guys looking forward to season 2? And then let me know what your guys' opinion on a new Twisted Metal video game should be. What should it have? What shouldn't it have? Do you disagree with me? Yeah, just let me know, guys. Feel free to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. See ya.